Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, and welcome to a new playlist on my channel called Comment Sections, where we take a look at some of the most interesting comment sections across this great site of YouTube. Now, if you don't read comments on the videos that you watch on YouTube, I would highly recommend reading the comments. Some of the comments are really good, some of the comments are really bad, but both of those categories are really entertaining. And that's what this video is about. And we are starting out with an absolute banger of a comment section, which is CNN's post of Donald Trump's inauguration speech from 2025. I watched this speech live. I had the day off, not for the inauguration, but for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And so I got to see the whole shebang of the inauguration. A lot of old people walking down a hallway, Bill Clinton looking like, just a shell of a human being. Hillary looking basically the same as she did in 2008, and I don't know which is scarier, the rate at which Bill is aging or the rate at which Hillary seems to be staying the exact same. Anyway, politics aside, I was sitting on my couch watching this whole thing take place. I saw Trump go in for a kiss, almost get killed by his wife's hat. So he steps up to the podium to begin his speech, and he opens his speech with these words: "The golden age of America begins right now." And I thought to myself, the comment section is going to be pretty spicy on this one. And what I want to do together is read some of the top comments, highest rated comments on this video. And then I want to read some of the newest comments on this video. Because what you're going to see is the top comments are witty, thoughtful, smart, funny, sometimes spicy. But then when we switch over to the newest comments, it is just an absolute wild card. You have no idea what you're going to get when you sort comments by newest. First up, the top comments on this video. Heaven from Above says this: CNN couldn't be more pleased. Now CNN has another 4 years of programming, all figured out. I don't watch any mainstream news from either political side. It is funny to think, though, that as much as CNN and some of the mainstream media claim to hate Donald Trump, so much of their livelihood and their viewership is actually going to go up during a Trump presidency. And so weirdly enough, this guy that the Washington Post, that CNN, that a lot of these big companies dislike are going to have more viewers because he's president. People who dislike the man so much are actually going to make more money when he's in office. Danny VT1810 says, "Bro did not hold back." But truly, that man did not hold back anything. I remember at one point he said something like, "Drill, baby, drill." Geodis J5V says this: "Saying those billionaires no longer have a home is wild." And yeah, there's a point in the speech when he's talking about the California fires and how much it's been mismanaged by LA. But what's really funny is Trump notes that some of the billionaires in that area have lost their homes to the fires. And that's really sad that these billionaires have no homes. Now, of course, let's just step back. Okay, these are people who lost homes. That is a sad thing. But what he, I think, fails to mention is all the people who are not billionaires, who have lost homes, who don't have other homes to go to, and who now don't have home insurance because the insurance companies somehow can just pull out of California. Search CNN and went straight to the comments. He is on to me. That is exactly what I did. Simplicity530 says this is not an inaugural speech, it's rather roasting of the Democratic Party. This literally felt to me like a Comedy Central roast of Justin Bieber. But instead of Justin Bieber being roasted by comedians, it is Joe and Kamala being roasted by Donald Trump. It literally feels like a Comedy Central roast. I don't know that I like that that's the direction politics is headed, but it certainly is headed that direction, and it was absolutely a roast of the Democratic Party. Okay, so you've gotten a taste of the top comments, a little bit of wit, a little bit of humor, a little bit of silliness, a little bit of goofing. Let's sort by newest now and just see what we're getting from normal people, people who are not being upvoted, people who can say whatever they want and often do say whatever they want. Sophanom5165 says this in a different language translated by Google: "I used to shoot with a beautiful face now." Thank you, Sophanom. That's beautiful. Sophanom also commented this right after the last comment: Oda Tram helps me sleep every night. Sick. but urinating. And I couldn't agree more. I hope that Trump listens to people like this in his second term in office and fixes the real issues that the people are dealing with, like this. Sofanom is sick, but he's urinating. Trump, please help. Moon Branch says this: there is only two genders. Trump is not just America's president, he is my president as well, even as I am from Europe. What a term this is going to be, smiley face. Moon Branch, first of all, I'd just like to tell you about subject-verb agreement. And so, unless you believe there is only one gender, that is when you would say, there is one gender. But I think you still believe in two genders. And so I would counsel you to amend your sentence to, there are only two genders, instead of there is only two genders. That's, again, as long as you still believe in the two genders. If you only believe in one, then you could say there is only one gender, and that would make sense as well. Also, Moon Branch, I think you have kind of a misunderstanding of how worldwide geopolitics work. Trump is the president of the United States of America. He actually has no sovereign claim on Europe. Now, he can tariff your country, and he probably plans to tariff your country. Johannes 1952 says this, and it's maybe one of my favorite comments that I've ever read, just because it is so confusing. Is President Trump banning the Bible? What? Did Trump deliberately refuse to lay hands on the Bible? In Utah, it is claimed that the Bible also deals with incest, masturbation, sodomy, prostitution, and genital mutilation. Reason enough for a school district in the U.S. state of Utah to ban the Holy Scripture. Is the Bible being revised? Trump has banned discussions about racism and homosexuality in schools. Trump sees himself as the Messiah commissioned by God to save the USA and the world. I don't have anything to add to this comment. It's just so confusing and funny. There's just so much going on in this comment, and I would love if any of this was true, but I don't know that literally a single thing that was quoted in here is true. Trippy869 says this: CNN, why are you a news platform when some of the news you provide are lies or theatrics? You look like LeBron James on the basketball court flopping. I have nothing to add to this because I don't watch CNN, because I think all modern media is fake, and I don't watch the NBA because I think all modern NBA games are fake. DLGOH says this: MAGA, which of course means Make America Great Again. However, Google provides a button that says Translate to English, and if you click that, it translates MAGA to yourself. I don't know what language MAGA means yourself, but that is a very interesting coincidence. Maybe Trumpies? Maybe Trumpies? Din Muhammad says this: China is your father, and you will never defeat this alive nation. Okay, I'm losing my mind. Listen, if you're still watching this, I love you more than I love scouring the internet for ridiculous things to read to you. If you like this, I plan to keep doing them. I'll see you next Friday.